They say a smile can light up a room. Imagine if that same smile was slowly destroying your relationship. We're gonna dive into the dark psychology of why some smiles are deadly. Why does it matter? Because if you don't learn this language of smiles soon, you could lose everything. Once upon a time, there was a guy named Sam and his girlfriend Lucy. One day, Sam came home from work feeling exhausted. He shared his bad day with Lucy, and all she did was smile and try to make him laugh. While he appreciated her effort, he couldn't help but feel misunderstood and alone. Little did he know that Lucy wasn't being intentionally invalidating. She was just trying to keep things positive. But as time passed, he began to feel emotionally disconnected from her. He started to wonder, was she truly listening to him? Did she understand his feelings? Or was she just putting on a happy face for the sake of it? A lot of us have unknowingly done this to others because we think we're helping. But what if I told you that this seemingly innocent action can take a toll on your relationship? Yes, I am talking about smiling. A genuine smile can warm your face like the sun. But what happens when that smile is forced, fake, and worse yet, used as a shield to dismiss someone's feelings? Hi, I'm a mental health educator and relationship coach. Welcome back to this channel where we talk about all things psychology and relationships. Today, let's discuss why smiling can be destructive and what to do instead. So let's dive in. Imagine walking into a room with a heavy heart and the only response you receive is a forced smile and a quick everything's fine. That's exactly what happened to Samantha. Her boyfriend Ben was supposed to be her rock, but his reaction left her feeling unseen and unheard. Why do you care? This may seem like an insignificant exchange, but it highlights a crucial aspect of emotional health. Sometimes when we force a smile or say everything's fine without acknowledging someone's emotions, we inadvertently send a message that their feelings are invalid or unimportant. A simple smile can sometimes convey a lack of empathy. What do I mean by that? Let's explore the idea through an eye-opening social experiment conducted in London. Presenter Roman Atwood approached random people, asking them to share their saddest moment. To his surprise, some individuals responded with a smile and a change of subject. Some even burst out laughing. How could they react this way? There are many reasons. Perhaps they were uncomfortable discussing sadness. But the reactions highlight a critical point. Smiling in inappropriate situations like these can communicate a lack of sensitivity towards others' emotions. Research supports this finding. A study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships showed that emotional invalidation, such as smiling in response to negative emotions, negatively affects relationship satisfaction. The experiment and the research findings reveal a concerning trend in our society today. Smiling at inappropriate times has become somewhat normalized. This can stem from various factors like social norms, cultural influences, or even personal defense mechanisms. But when this behavior happens within intimate relationships, it can cause significant distress and emotional disconnection. Now we need to identify the signs. When a partner consistently minimizes your feelings through a fake smile, it creates a sense of emotional disconnection. You might find yourself questioning whether your feelings are valid or if you're overreacting. It is important to remember that no feeling is ever wrong. If you're experiencing negative emotions, it's essential to acknowledge them rather than suppress them with a forced smile. Consider Sarah's story. She felt isolated and misunderstood in her relationship. Any attempt she made to express her true emotions was met with her boyfriend's forced smile. Over time, she stopped sharing her feelings altogether. She felt as if her needs and emotions were being dismissed, and that's dangerous. But here's the twist. The damage goes beyond the individual. The casual use of smiles to invalidate others' feelings can be a societal issue. It's like those annoying emails that start with "How are you?" when the sender has no intention of waiting for a response. These behaviors erode trust and create emotional disconnection. The psychology behind this phenomenon is fascinating. According to Dr. Deborah Koshaba, a psychologist specializing in interpersonal relationships, this behavior often stems from a lack of emotional intelligence. People who frequently use dismissive smiles may struggle to recognize and understand their own emotions, let alone empathize with others. Moreover, a study by researchers Justin LaMilla and Dr. Elizabeth Scott suggests that certain personality traits, such as narcissism and Machiavellianism, can contribute to this behavior. Narcissism is a personality disorder characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance, a need for admiration, and a lack of empathy. Those with narcissistic tendencies may use dismissive smiles to belittle others and maintain a superior position. Similarly, Machiavellianism is a personality trait marked by manipulation, exploitation, and a disregard for moral norms. People high in Machiavellianism might employ dismissive smiles as a strategic tool to evade accountability or exploit others. So we got to the root of the problem. Now what? Stop forcing smiles. It may seem easier to plaster on a smile and say everything's fine when faced with negativity, but that can signal emotional disconnection. Instead, acknowledge the negative emotions and offer support. This builds trust and strengthens bonds. In the fast-paced world we inhabit, it's easy to fall into the trap of toxic positivity, but authenticity and honesty, even in the face of negativity, are the cornerstones of meaningful connections. Next, practice active listening. When someone shares their negative emotions, practice active listening. Show genuine interest in their feelings and experiences. Ask open-ended questions and reflect on what they say to demonstrate that you're paying attention. By actively listening, you communicate your willingness to understand and support them. This can go a long way in building trust and emotional intimacy. And finally, show empathy. Put yourself in the other person's shoes. Try to understand their perspective and feelings. Express empathy through your words and actions. A simple "that sounds really tough," or "I can see why you're re-upset," can mean the world to someone who feels unseen and unheard. Remember, empathy is not about offering solutions. It's about creating a safe space for open and honest communication. Here's the key takeaway. A dismissive smile might seem like a harmless way to cope with negativity, but it can breed emotional disconnection and mistrust. Instead, embrace vulnerability, practice active listening, and show empathy. These steps may seem simple, but they are powerful tools in fostering deeper, more meaningful connections. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to stay updated with our latest videos. We would love to hear from you. So if you've experienced the power of dismissive smiles or have any insights to share, drop a comment below. Also, if you want to watch more videos, check out the recommended video playlist. Thanks for joining us today. Take care and see you next time.